And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. Pretty move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go, first play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Interception. He's going to take his chance right away. So they took a shot first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that's certainly something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They go play action. Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds Coleman. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is Lewis. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
21.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it. This is Juszczyk. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Corey Coleman back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Oh, comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They run. This is Lewis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Second down, it's Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Oh, come on. You ain't that
Various more. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, 49ers.
Sorry.
George Kittle, 83 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking up.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Finding room to the 20. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And all the way down to the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They run with Breida, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
On second down,
do that shit, bitch.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is
Still
why golfers do their
shit.
best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So
Catch the fucking ball. Let's go.
Down, but couldn't connect.
This nigga can run the same shit the whole fucking game. Fuck that shit,
They've
nigga.
shown
Let's
a lot
go.
of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back.
Everything deep.
I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
They only run
They
a
certainly
cover
have
three,
kept them on their
everything deep.
toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for Perriman.
Perriman, catch the ball, baby.
The ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Come on, man. You only picking cover 3. It ain't that hard to find it.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Winston. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That shit up, though.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now Lewis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. Winston.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake. Winston.
That shit is so fake.
Tonight, it's an interception.
I'm glad you can't do that on 20, so they say.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Should have been one of the fake-ass picks.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
All right, so that cover 3.
Go ahead. 13.
On first down, Garoppolo. And it drops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback. They need to move the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Breda. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He was hoping to get to the edge. They did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't run him outside, or they can really shred your defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now look at him go.
Oh, you're shitting me.
About that return as he's all the way inside.
97 speed. Who was that nigga that just caught him?
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
Hey, stop.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
This play, just use your last play, huh? You didn't get creative with the cover 3 no more. Well, at least you ran 3 plays.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Oh, I might have missed that bitch.
And Santos able to put this one.
He sweeped it in there.
It's good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
That shit is amazing.
Gold now out to kick it away.
Yeah, you got caught. I can't respect you no more.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Winston, eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening pass.
No face mask?
And the hit jarred loose.
No face mask? Oh, cool.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going
this
back
nigga
to
gets
him.
the ball?
Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I did not know they said he wouldn't catch it.
Easy.
Did not know that at all.
Let's go.
And the blitz does come. Evans has it left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got it to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
21.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's go now.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Winston. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Winston. Going underneath for Lewis. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Winston.
The fuck, Winston?
There's one, but incomplete.
Come on, bro.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that
you don't
one.
need no
Needed
time
just
to
a little bit
flex.
more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll field this at the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
You're still faster.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
I was about to say, come the fuck on this shit, bro.
Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Following the interception.
What the fuck?
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Good. I seen you over there, baby. That shit won't let me throw.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Winston. Hard throw, incomplete.
Come on, Mikey, baby.
To the
You
second
gotta
half
catch
now,
the
this is
ball.
an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Back now in Tampa. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Ah, shit.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Oh, he's a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
Like I said, oh, shit.
A great effort there. 78 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Garoppolo looking very comfortable running this Niners offense. He's got a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Gold now out to kick it away. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On second down, Winston again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Jameis to throw it. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, sub. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Where's that up?
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now it's Breida.
That was sweet.
He's to the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, gun.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, gun.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. This is Breida. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as these guys
he picked a new play, though. I like it. It wasn't cover 3.
Gosh,
That's 4 plays you ran. It wasn't cover 3.
Now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short
tackle
made by Justin Evans.
This motherfucker O-line is really poo.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called.
And Winston lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and long for Winston. Toward the sideline.
Let me stop that. They can't catch shit
Yes,
else.
he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Play action now. Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Play this shit out.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use it here as the kneel down comes. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively
start playing legit
as
ball
they get
now.
it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Go ahead. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And able
How
to
y'all
haul
let
it in
Kevin
is
get
Kittle.
loose?
And he
How y'all
will
let
get
Kevin
into
get
the
loose?
end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is
Only
ugly.
receiver, y'all.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has hapappened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole...
And got his man complete.
My dog making a
And
catch
that
from
well past midfield
bitch.
before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Take your big ass down to do something.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he almost
6
got it.
points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One last shot now for Winston. And that will
Catch
be
the ball, people.
incomplete.
That's all I want y'all to do.
As
Catch the
time
ball.
has run out on this
Catch.
football game.